Good morning, and welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden, or maybe it's good afternoon where you are, and even if it's good evening when you're watching this, whatever time of the day it is, I hope it's still a good one. I'm Marva, and I thank you for stopping by here on our little garden. And today's task is to maintain the garden. And I'm gonna start out by doing some weeding. As you can see, this is the mini bell pepper bed, and weeding needs to go on. I'm getting a lot of rains lately, and when it rains, everything grows, including the weeds. And as we start thinking about those who are in the path of the hurricane morning, Hurricane Melissa, particularly Haiti, Jamaica, Dominican Republic. The Jamaica is about to take a direct hit. So as you go about your day today, please send up a word of prayer for its path. In the meantime, I welcome you. Thank you for stopping by. And when you come in, remember your thumbs up. Yeah. And I need to get myself a mic so I can talk to you away from the device here. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to leave you right here while I put the microphone on. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for coming in, Bill. Hi. Well, good morning from this end. From where are you watching? Wherever you're watching from, I hope you're having a good one. Yes, so this morning, first thing I'm going to do is to do some weeding right here. This is the mini bell pepper bed. Yes, thank you for coming. Thank you for your thumbs up, guys. So, as you can see, there are lots of weeds right here. And the reason for that is it's been raining a lot. And when it rains, everything grows. Tanya, good morning. Good morning from this end. I don't know what time it is where you are, but whatever time it is, I hope it's still a good one. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. Yes, I'm Marva, and we are here from the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. This is a family garden. And usually at the end of whatever I'm doing, I'll give a tour. So if you want to stick around, I'll come back and you'll see a tour of the garden. But right now I'm going to start by doing some weeding over here. We've got to get rid of those weeds and all, because the weeds, they're just competing for what the plants need. The nutrients, the sunlight, everything that the plants need is what the weeds are. trying to compete for. So, why is it day out? Why is it day out? Is nighttime over here? Ah, well, depending on where you are, Bill. Oh, and thanks for those hearts. Tanya, beautiful, beautiful. Hope you have a great and blessed day. I hope so. Same for you too. I appreciate that. Thanks for the hearts, guys. Yeah. So I guess, Bill, pretty soon it'll be daytime in your part of the world. But in the meantime, you're probably ahead of me in time, by the way. You're probably way in the future. You're already in the future. But it's just about, what time is it here? It's 7:34 a.m. here. Good afternoon from Romania, Dan. Thank you so. Like three. He gave the third like. Dan is a very supportive viewer, always here from Romania. I appreciate it, Dan. Way ahead in time already too. So as you can see, I am weeding, and the weeds doesn't go to waste. They don't go to waste at all. So I'm putting them in a container, and then they will be taken to the mulch bed where we can get some nice soil from the mulch. Yeah. So let me get up these weeds that grew so much because of the rains. And as we're doing this, I want you to remember all those people in the islands who are in the path of this monstrous hurricane. Hurricane Melissa is barreling down on Jamaica right now. It has not yet gotten the direct hit yet, but it's on its way, and it's causing a lot of havoc already. So let's pray for the people in Jamaica, in Haiti, Dominican Republic, and soon it will be Cuba, Turks and Caicos, yeah, that area there. So keep them in your prayers, please. This is a very effective tool. This little tool right here. It really goes down into the oh, average kid. Good morning from here. Maybe it's afternoon we are. Oh, I love those hearts. Thank you. It says, as a lawn care worker, we don't get enough respect for what we do. Believe me, you're right. You're out there, you're doing what other people won't do. You're out in the sun. You're out, whatever the temperature is, you're there. And I love to see a beautiful lawn. Lawn care is an artistic thing, and not everybody can do it. So I agree with you. Don't get enough respect. Because some of those things, sometimes in those temperatures you guys are out there, I know I couldn't do it. Not in the kind of high temperature. Today, the temperature is supposed to go up to as high as 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Right now it's about 76, maybe between 73 and 76. Oh, I forgot what I was about to say with this. Oh, did I say that? I think I did. But this brings up the weeds from the roots, which is what you need. Because if the weeds are not taken out of the roots, they just keep growing. Yeah, thanks. I love those hearts. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm trying to get the weeds up from out of here so the plants can be at their best. And I also have to go into the beds where the brassicas are, the greens. Yeah. I'm looking here at the string beans. I need to go in there and weed up some stuff too. What that noise in the background are the garbage truck picking up the garbage for today. What's the weather like where you are? I told you it's going up to 86 degrees Fahrenheit here. It's 73 right now. Is it cold where you are? Or just warm, just temperate? How is it there? Wow. Got my job cut out for me here this morning. Because some of these weeds are way down. They don't want to come out. And the tiny weeds, they're the worst ones because they're hard to come up from the roots. If you're just coming in, welcome. Remember your thumbs up, please. It goes a long way, you know. You know, when you give a thumbs up, when you subscribe, and you leave a comment, YouTube will push the video out so that more people can see it. So, when you hear me ask to do all of that, yeah, I would like to see more people see it because you're likely, if you don't share it, others won't see it. But if you do all those things, YouTube will push it out. So do that and just takes up one push with your finger. It's free, doesn't cost a thing. But if you've done all of that, meaning you've subscribed, give a thumbs up, some of you are even commenting. And if you share and you feel like, you'd like to do something more, then go ahead and click that join button and become a member. Elva, hi. Hi, Elva. How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by. Oh, Bill, you subscribed. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, let's get up these weeds, man. These little things trying to compete. So let's get rid of the competition here. Competing for my plants' nutrients. To get rid of them. Yeah, gardening is a very rewarding thing, but it takes work. You can't just plant and then leave it. You have to maintain. You have to maintain it because it's a living thing. So every living thing must be maintained if you want it to grow. In this bed also, between the mini bell peppers are okras. Here's an okra plant right here. Okras in between them. So we try to use up as much space as possible. Use up all the space to plant something. Like I always say, dig a hole and plant something, whether it's in the ground or in a container, or even in a raised bed. You may realize you have a talent that you didn't know about, growing your own food. If you're just coming in, welcome. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. I'm Marva, and this is our family garden. If it's your first time, a special welcome to you. And for those of you who are always here, know that you are truly appreciated. Let's get you closer. There's some tiny weeds that you have to wait to grow before you can even get to them. Frank Rice. You people safe? Yes, we're safe. Thank you. Hopefully everybody who's watching is safe somewhere. I'm preparing for the storm. If you're in the islands, keep safe. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, Frank. Pray for them. Everybody, make sure you are, taking care to protect lives. You can get that again. You only have one life. So protect the life of yourself, your family. If you have to leave your home to go to a safe place, then that's what you must do. You cannot stop the storm from taking the roof off of your house while the storm is there. So saying you staying there to protect your house is not a smart move at all. You can't protect the house. You can prepare by doing the best you can to procure and save it before the storm comes, but once the storm is there, you can't do anything. Look at this. That's why I like this device here. It really pulls the weeds out. This is a habanero pepper plant in a container. Let's get the weeds from behind it. I've been saying before, weeds harbor pests. That's where they hide. It becomes their habitat. And that's another reason why you should get rid of them. Let's get you a little closer. If you're just coming in, Welcome. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. Like the feeling. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for your time, for your thumbs up, yeah, and for subscribing. Elva says, from St. Croix. Oh, thank you for coming. Love gardening too. The weather here is cloudy. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, Elva. Thank you for your time. The birds are up and ready. All right, so I want to go back here to where the string beans bed is, and right here. The string beans right here, and over here. Last week, about 4 days ago, I planted Swiss chard. So I saw some weeds in here. Pretty soon, we will start seeing beans in this bed. Oh, there's mosquitoes. Nice beans. Thank you so much. Hash holler. Thank you. And good morning, good morning. Thank you again for coming by. Well, morning here. Whatever time it is where you are, I hope it's a very good one. All right, let's go over here in this bed where we have lettuce. And there are collard greens. And in the middle we have celery. I'll open it up. Now there's some seedlings in here that I need to take out. I can see some that looks like, wow, there are papaya seedlings in here. And of course they can't grow in here at all. But that's how it is when you have a garden, you know. Volunteer plants will come and try to grow wherever they find a place. If it's appropriate there, then you can just leave them. But you won't like this. A papaya cannot grow in this bed. No. I'm going to show you the papaya trees in the garden too. If you stick around, you get to see some of what's growing, but these have got to go. No. Too bad. The thing is, we have a lot more. We have a lot of seedlings already, so keeping them is not of any use right now. But right here are the celery. And I have to come in here. These are papayas. So many of them growing in here. And this is part of maintenance. You maintain your garden, you have to look at what's in it. Because if you keep them there, all they do is take away all the nutrients that these greens need. So you have to minimize that. I'm going to come over here in the collard green section too. There are things over there that don't should not be either. Let me take you on the other side. If you just come in, welcome. Welcome to the Charles Fort Lauderdale Garden. I'm Marva. Thank you so much for your time and for stopping by. They look very healthy. Yes, they are. Okay, I see a lot that don't belong in here. Uh-huh. Over here. Hope you can see. Let me fix you so you can see properly. Like right there. A lot of seedlings, papayas. The thing about papayas grow all year round. So we always have papayas in the garden. So wherever the seeds fly, or if the birds take them there, it could be by the wind, they will grow. Ooh, I think I see mosquitoes. And I forgot to put on my insect repellent this morning. But let's press on. Let's get rid of these. They are very healthy, you're right. The plants are. Here's a papaya. These are papayas. We need the energy to focus on the greens and not on these volunteer plants. And I also have to trim these. And when you look at your plants, you're looking for pests. Don't just look on the front. Pests do not hide on the top of the plants. They hide behind. So right now there's nothing back there. So I just leave the leaves in the garden. If there were pests like white flies or aphids, I would not put them back in here because it would defeat the purpose. Huh? You're putting them back in here to breed again and continue. So I'm cutting off the bottom leaves of these. Like I said, and these that I'm taking out, they're going right back for good use. That is in the mulch bed. Because of all the rains that we've been getting, mosquitoes have decided that they're going to be the pests to contend with. I'm going to try to get as much as the weeds as possible. Yeah, I think it looks better now. Yeah. So now I'm going to put the cover back on. Good morning, Sosa. Don't understand what you're saying, but good morning. Could be good afternoon where you are too. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for coming. I think later on I have to harvesting. Either if not today, then definitely tomorrow. All right. Let's check out the guava. Oh, papaya. Are those collard greens? Yes, Bobby. These are collard greens right here. And in the middle we have celery. Those are seedlings. And then we also have some lettuce. And over here are string beans, Swiss chard, there. And then we have some mini bell peppers. I got a couple shorts about the mini bell peppers that we harvested. And we have habanero and hot pepper in this container. And over here are pineapples, and in between the pineapples, which you probably can't hardly see now because the okra plants are growing tall. So we planted okra plants about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, and they are growing. Okra is one of those crops that grow very, very quickly. In this bed are what we call kalu. You may know it as amaranth. And tomato here. We planted these tomatoes at the same time, but for some reason, look at this one, is doing very, very well. It's in the same condition, same environment. Oh, Bobby, thank you so much. Bobby says they look good. You have a nice garden. Thank you, appreciate that. But look at these leaves. Something is going awry here. So what I'm gonna do is trim them. I'm gonna trim off, and let me get the shears and do that right now. Trim the bad ones off. Yeah, but these, oh, it's time to harvest these callaloo as well. So I think I'm gonna do a harvest, not now. I think I may just do it and make a video of it. But I need to go get my shears and take care of those dried up and dead leaves. And then we're gonna check out the guava tree to see if there's any fruits on it. So give me just a minute to get my shears. Yeah, all right. So let's cut these off. I'm looking to see if it's white flies. I don't see any evidence of the white flies. But that's how it is with tomatoes. There are so many varieties of tomatoes that if you don't get the right ones at the time that you want to plant it, and it may go, it may go bad. But we're going to try to do the best we can. I'm cut off the bottom part because down here, fruits are not going to grow. You want to keep the parts where you're expecting the fruits to go, so all the energy can go into those parts of the plant. Let's cut them off. I see there are blossoms on it, so we're likely to get some fruits. But in the meantime, I'm just going to maintain it and see what happens. It's one of the reasons why you really should be planting several tomato plants, because it's likely that some are going to be lost. I think I'm going to get some more. Maybe a different variety this time. Yeah, it looks better right now. Bobby says, in my youth, I grew butter beans, cabbage, corn, and collard greens also. It was fun and the veggies were delicious. You can say that again. It is so true. It's fun and they are delicious. So if there's no other reason why you should have a garden, it's for those two reasons. Fun and delicious. Let me go check. I'm taking you over there now to the guava tree. Let's see if there's anything there to be harvested. I see lots of small fruits. See that? But look at this bunch right here. Usually we get at least one every day because oh, there's a big one here. We have gotten a whole lot from this tree this season, and I thought the crop would be over, but you see small ones coming up. So, oh, I think I see one that is ready. I wonder if you can see it too. It's this one right here. Mm-hmm. Let's go around to the other side. Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to get out of the way. Oh, look at that blossom. Tells you that there's going to be more fruits. Yeah. Big fruit. You have to look very carefully in the tree because the fruits and the leaves are the same color. And so sometimes the fruits are hiding underneath the leaves. Like here. Look at these two right here. They're hiding. While I'm here, let me show you another fruit tree. This is what we call Nesberry or Sapodea. Look at that. There are a lot of fruits on the tree. They're going to grow very, very, very big. Look at that. There's so much that there's some on the ground. Look at that. Wow. I see a bigger one under here. They're all over. And these two plantain plants, suckers that you see right here, are going to be given away. Yeah, we took the suckers from here. Two people asked for suckers. So they're going to get theirs today. Mm-hmm. So I need to get some weeds from out of here. Thank you again for coming. Get these out and then I'll show you some more. What's going on in the garden. Look at that. There's a whole bunch right here. In this pineapple bed, pineapple okra bed, I see some weeds. Let me get some to get my tool. I'm gonna put away this fruit. Some in the back here. I need to get. All right, there's some in the back, in the corner over here. It's very difficult to get to, but I'm gonna try to pull out as much as possible. And this is what I've gotten so far. That's going in the mulch bed. When you're working around pineapples, you have to be very careful because the pineapples are prickly plants and they, well, rip your skin. This is our, if it's your first time, this is our sweet potato bed. And the sweet potato bed just took on its own. They started growing from leftover sweet potatoes that were in the ground, in the bed. And our intention was to plant sweet potatoes in another bed, which is what we usually do. We rotate the crops in different beds. But this bed decided that it wants to host the sweet potatoes that were left over. They started growing slips. They're called slips. Each of the pieces, they're called slips. And we said, okay, we're going to plant those slips in another bed. But then this bed started blossoming. We saw blossoms on it. And so what's the point of even taking them out? So we just decided to leave it there. See that blackbird that's eating from the feeder? It's a native bird called the grackle. There are many of them around. There are all kinds of birds that come through here. Doves, parrots, blue jays, the grackles, cardinals. All right, here's another bed that I'm going to look to see if it needs to weed out. This is curly kale, broccoli, and we have some mustard greens in there. It doesn't look like it needs much weeding at all. If you stay at the end also, I'm going to show you a honeycomb that some bees came by and built and left in our compost bin. Let me see. See one of weed here. And I look like I need to trim. Okay. Some of these broccoli leaves need to be trimmed. I'm gonna do that. I'll take my gloves off because it's dirty. I don't want the dirt on the plants. You never know what may pass onto them. I'm just gonna lift this up. I'm not even gonna unzip it. Yeah, I need my scissors. This is what it means to maintain your garden. You have to keep an eye on your stuff to see what's going on. Because some plants cannot, they can't maintain themselves. We have to do it. Let me see if there's any aphids or whiteflies here. Nope, none. And why am I cutting off the dead leaves? So that the energy, the chlorophyll and everything else can go to the rest of the plants. It can focus itself to the rest of the plant. This one. Let's do something, the same thing with the lettuce. Not the lettuce, sorry. These are kale, curly kale. All right, so now it looks even cleaner. Looks better. Oh, here's another. Oh, yes. All right, so maybe we'll start seeing these broccoli doing something. All right. Let's check out this. I think I need to weed out this. In this bed we have parsley, basil, um, thyme, oregano. Yeah, see some weeds trying to get in here. Oh, let me get my gloves. Pair of gloves. Susan, good morning from this end. Thank you so much for coming, Susan. How are you doing? Thank you for your thumbs up. And for those of you who have not yet subscribed, let's go ahead and do that. It goes a long way. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you coming by. We also have some, I also planted some green onions in here. Or scallion, you might know it as scallion. Green onions, scallion, spring onions, they also help to deter pests. So I try to plant them on different parts of the bed of the garden, especially in the beds. So let's get rid of these weeds. Some of these weeds try to grow right next to the thyme so that it looks just like thyme. But we're not going to be fooled here. No. And it's way down in the bed. Okay. Yeah. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and do so. Leave a thumbs up. Comment is good. And share. And if you've done all of that and you feel like you need to do something more, then get to the channel and join. Click that join button there. Thank you so much. King and Queen, you just harvested a bunch of your own. Oh yeah, of your own what? You mean herbs? That's nice. Also harvested pumpkin seeds from my pumpkin patch, so I'll grow next year. Yeah, that's the time of the year for the pumpkin. Yeah, that's nice. That is so nice. Let me check out these basils. You have to be pests love basils, so I have to keep an eye on it. And that's one of the main reasons. That's the main reason for the netting right here, because I would love to be able to harvest my herbs instead of giving it to the pest. Yeah. So let me push this down on the ground. That's nice. It's a good feeling when you can harvest your own crops. Each of the corners of this netting has a loop, and it comes with this, so you can stick it down into the ground. Because when it's windy, it really stays on. Yes, folks. So I did say I'm going to show you what's in the honeycomb that was left in the compost bin. But let me take the weeds over to the mulch bed. And I'll just be right here. You can see where I have to put you up. I'm going up there in that corner. Yeah. That's where we have our mulch bed. And it helps us, gives us some nice soil. So these weeds are going to good use. For those of you, if it's your first time, let me give you a mini tour of this side of the garden. And I've already done on the west side, so I'm going to give you a tour of the east side of the garden. This is our fruit tree, the ackee tree, that we harvest from many, many times and a couple of months ago. So it's growing new leaves and getting ready for the next season. Here we have many papaya trees. Papayas are coming up on this one. Papayas grow really, really fast, really quickly. And this is the one we've been harvesting from. We've harvested a lot from this tree. And this one. They both came up from the same hole. I said, dig a hole, you never know what you might get. Dig a hole and plant something. And over here is where we have our pineapple bed, but we also have some amaranth growing in the bed, or that needs to be harvested. Amaranth, also known as callaloo. Pineapples in containers. And here is another papaya tree that we've been harvesting from too. Do you like papayas? And this tree gave us, I would say, close to 200 papayas. And look up there. And the papaya started from way down here. Where that new plant is trying to grow from, another tree is going to grow from that, you know. That's what's trying to happen there. And so we have that up there. We can barely reach them anymore. Let me take you over here in this corner. We have some more papaya trees. And this is our last planting. We planted this little thing right here. It's a dwarf mango tree. This one is the variety is, I'm losing it, East Indian. Yeah, it's an East Indian mango tree. And we have a bunch of bananas coming up here. You're going to see a short with our bananas today. The short scheduled to come out later. But this is one of them. It's a big bunch. There it is. And this tree that I'm standing in front of is an avocado tree. It hasn't started bearing any fruits yet, but it will anytime soon, because earlier this year the entire tree was loaded with blossoms, which is a sign that within 1 to 2 years, we'll be getting avocados. And here is another plant, oh, another pineapple bed, yeah. Pineapples over there, pineapples in containers. So if you don't have the space, you don't have a backyard, no need for that. Get your containers. Oh, cause see that papaya there? See where it's growing from? And look at it, it's blossoming. So, no excuse. I need to cut off that yellow leaf right there. I think we're gonna encounter some noise from the neighbor's yard there, working over there. And here is a dwarf avocado. Yep, they're doing their yard over there. I'm not talking because it doesn't make any sense right now. I'm just showing you. Oh, sorry. This is a pineapple container bed. Another coconut tree. And this one is blossoming. Check out this blossom. Check out the bees. A wasp on it. That's a sugar apple or sweet sop. I know I will have to end this live soon because of the noise. Ooh, you and I will be the first to see this. This happened overnight. A new, but this plant is flowering. I think this is a plantain. But look at this banana. Another one flowering right here. And next to it is a banana. A bunch of bananas. Papaya. And these are other banana plants over here. Well, we're having a little competition with the noise. The neighbors, they are also working in their yard. So I'm going to have to end the live right here. But I really sure do appreciate you coming by. Thank you for subscribing. Those of you who subscribed, I appreciate it. Thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for stopping by and watching. And do come back next time. Hopefully, God's willing, tomorrow, and see what's going on right here in the Charles Fort Lauderdale garden. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Pray for those who are in the path of the hurricane, this monstrous hurricane